Hello everyone! Welcome back to another Let's Play. My name is Anna Mardal. This is the Crown and the Flame Book 3, Chapter 3. Spoilers for last time. Leon died, and I cried, and it was horrible. And now we have to, with Leon dead, can Kenna and her companions escape from the heart of the Iron Empire? That's going to be tricky. Fortunately, Whitlock and Annalise, our non-combatants, are back on the airship, so it should just be us fighters. I clicked play too soon earlier, so we have to start over. So here we go. Chapter 3, The Sacrifice. Now playing as Kenna. You kneel beside Leon's still body in the Temple of Warriors. Nearby, Empress Azura stands wrapped in a halo of lightning, fueled by the life energy she stole from Leon. What have you done, Azura? Bring him back. No. I know you can. You revived that wolf pup. Bring Leon back now. The sacrifice of the tournament victor is the most hallowed of our traditions. To reverse it would be sacrilege. Tradition? You murdered my friend, and after he spared Joran's life in the final round. Clover looks up from tending Joran, her hands holding a compress against the bloody wound left by Leon's mace. Please, Your Majesty, it's not like that at all. You understand nothing, so-called queen. We give our lives gladly, for we are serving a higher purpose. Joran looks to Azura, anger and longing fighting for control on his face. It is the greatest honor to serve the Empress, who shines brightest. This is the price I require in exchange for my protection and guidance. At least one life per day, to maintain my power. Black hells! The attendant! You think back, remembering Azura's faithful attendant. Oh yeah. It is my greatest honor to serve you, my Empress. After Azura healed the wolf pup, that man who helped her to her chambers, she killed him. I accepted the gift of life that he offered. So this tournament, its real purpose, is so you can bind the strongest sacrifice? You only kill the winner of the tournament, right? Does that mean you get more power from a stronger fighter? Very perceptive. When I absorb the life of the tournament's victor, I also gain the lives of those they defeated in the previous rounds. How efficient. There's just one flaw with your explanation, lady. Leon didn't volunteer to have his life sucked out of him. You didn't tell us what we were agreeing to by entering this tournament. That was your plan all along. You wanted Leon to win this tournament. I hoped, yes, and he did not disappoint. And if he hadn't, what if he'd been outmatched? These things have a way of working themselves out. This was a lesson that you needed to learn. Before you can become a part of Dositora, you must accept my leadership absolutely. You cannot doubt, cannot question. You must believe with all of your heart that everything I do is for the best. For the best? Don't lie to me, demon. You dare. You stand, clutching Leon's mace in your hands. All around you, soldiers put their own hands to their weapons, watching you intently. You killed Leon just to show me you could. This wasn't a lesson, it was a threat. I don't respond well to threats, or to tyrants murdering the people I care about. Azura. I don't know which one's the right one. Pick. The Five Kingdoms will never join your empire, or I will kill you. I will kill you. I will kill you. Your words ring through the silent temple. Slowly, Azura rises from her throne. Child, you could not, even with all your might. Take them. More white-armored soldiers flood into the temple, surrounding you on all sides. Beyond them, you see several guards hurrying Clover and the wounded Joran out through a back exit. Well, this is certainly less than ideal. You can say that again. What do we do, Kenna? You step back, your allies instinctively falling into formation around you. We fight. Finally. I love Sei. Look, her flame. It's not red. It's like blue. And it's beautiful. Finally. Sei stares at one of the enemy soldiers, concentrating. Tendrils of smoke begin to rise from the gaps in his armor. Whoa, what devilry is... Ah! The soldier collapses, consumed by bright blue flames. Without hesitation, another soldier springs forward to take his place. Ah! My turn! Val lunges forward, ducking the soldier's sword and slamming her flail into the soldier's stomach. Beside you, Raiden casually sidesteps another attack, slipping a long dagger into his opponent's throat. 3 down. Just a few dozen to go. You raise Leon's mace, catching a soldier's sword as she swings for your head. For the Empress! Break her sword. Twisting sharply, you snap the soldier's sword in half. What? You take advantage of her momentary shock, smashing your weapon into the soldier's face. Who's next? Got 2 for you right here. Spinning, you see Val struggling to fight off 2 soldiers at once. Die in Azura's name. Glory to the Empress who shines brightest. I've got you, Val. I'll attack him, I guess. You leap forward, slamming your mace into the soldier's back. He turns to counterattack, swinging wildly. Easily ducking his axe, you catch him from the side with a mighty blow from your mace. Ah! As he crumples to the floor, Val finishes off her own opponent and shoots you a smile. Thanks for the assist. Anytime. You turn toward the dais, where Azura glares at you from behind a wall of guards. All that power, and you're too scared to face me yourself. Child, you are not prepared to face me. Azura lifts the throne with her bare hands, hurtling it straight at you. Whoa! Smash! You swing Leon's mace with every ounce of your fury and grief behind it. Yeah! The mace connects with the flying throne in midair, shattering it. Azura's guards recoil, shielding themselves from gilded shrapnel. What? You're next, Azura. Bounding forward, you shove your way past Azura's stunned guards, swinging your mace at the Empress herself. No! A crackling shield surrounds Azura just as the mace hits. The force of your blow knocks Azura back against the wall. You're going to pay for what you did to Leon. Foolish child, I grow tired of your posturing. You cannot begin to grasp the extent of my power. A crackling shockwave explodes from Azura, slamming you against one of the pillars. You slide to the floor, the breath knocked out of you. Above you, Azura blazes with power and fury. You will kneel before me, or you will die. Scrambling for cover, you spot Val, Raiden, and Sei hiding behind their own pillars. I do not think we can win this fight. Much as I hate to agree with Fancy Man, we're dead if we don't get out of here. You flinch as a thunderbolt smashes against the other side of your pillar. We're pinned down. Who's best for getting us out of this? I mean, Sei can turn into a dragon, so I'm gonna ask Sei. Sei, think you can keep Azura busy with a few fireballs? I can do better than that. Sei steps out from behind her pillar, fire blooming around her hands. Come to test your strength, little flame? We will see whose strength is tested. The fire races up Sei's arms until her whole body is burning with a brilliant blue-violet light. Within the inferno, her shape grows, twists, changes. Arrgh! No, I didn't believe it. Sei swipes at Azura with one huge claw, forcing her to dive out of the way. More soldiers rush into the temple. Now's our chance. Run! You and your friends make a break for the exit. At the door, you hesitate, turning to look behind you. Amid the chaos, Leon's body lies motionless before the altar. You take one last look and then turn away. Goodbye, old friend. You burst into the street, shoving past confused bystanders and guards. Halt! Where are you? Rawr! People scatter in every direction as Sei's massive scaled form crashes through the front wall of the Temple of Warriors. Keep running! You heard the monster. Move! You sprint through the rapidly emptying streets, Sei's footfalls shaking the ground beneath you. Rounding a corner, your airship comes into view. Almost there. Just keep... Get down. Dive. You throw yourself to the ground, rolling out of the way as white-hot lightning strikes the cobblestones behind you. Kenna, are you alright? Yeah, thanks for the warning. Very quick reflexes, Your Majesty. Come, we must keep moving. You scramble to your feet, glancing over your shoulder. The street is empty, except for a tall, white figure wrapped in searing arcs of electricity. I have not given you permission to leave. Azura raises her hand, aiming it at your airship. Oh, hells! Sei, stop her! Sei turns, unleashing a massive torrent of flame from her jaws. Arrgh! No! Sei's fiery breath slams into Azura, swallowing her completely. Sei! That's enough. We don't want to burn the whole city down. Arrgh. The flames stop, revealing the scorched, smoking street. There, on blackened cobblestones, you see Azura standing, her chest heaving, her power wrapped around her in a crackling aura. Is that the best you can do? She falls to her knees, her protective shield flickering out. Huh. This is our chance. We can end her now. You start to rush forward, but Raiden holds you back. Dozens of soldiers pour out onto the street, one kneeling beside Azura. Empress, it is my greatest honor to serve you. Azura places a hand on his helmet. I grant you fulfillment. She rises to her feet, the life force of the fallen soldier crackling around her. You will never defeat me, Kenna of Stormholt. She is too powerful. Just then, someone calls out from a nearby side street. Your Radiance? Clover, what are you doing here? Empress, what's happening? They've defied me, child. Come to me where it's safe. Clover nods, obediently scurrying toward her Empress. Clover, wait! You don't have to obey her! She's... a monster? What? She's the guiding hand, the great protector. You're mistaken, Kenna. I'm sorry for being short with you about it, but Azura can't be a monster. She's my everything. After all, for every life, a purpose. If I cannot serve my Empress, then do I have any purpose at all? Of course you do. Clover, you're not just a tool for Azura to use and then throw away. I would never treat my people like that. You wouldn't? Do not listen to her, child. Come to me, now. Yes, Empress, of course. Clover takes another step toward the waiting Azura. Kenna, do something! I should convince Clover to join us with diamonds. Clover, you don't have to do this. You can come with us instead. Go with you? But Morosi is my home. You could have a new home in the 5 Kingdoms. Stormholt would welcome you with open arms. It is not the easiest life, but you would be master of your own destiny. More importantly, Kenna doesn't need to suck people's lives out to be a good ruler. You'll find true friends in the 5 Kingdoms, people who treat you with the respect you deserve. That sounds wonderful. Good, then come on. No, you will not take what is mine. Azura gathers her lightning around her, pointing both hands at Clover. Clover! Lightning snaps from Azura's outstretched hands and sizzles against Say's back as she moves to shield Clover. Oh goodness, are you all right? It is nothing. Go, silly woman. You will be safe on the airship. Thank you, my lady dragon. I always heard that dragons were fearsome beasts, but you are very kind. Watch out. You're going to make her blush. I do not blush. You hurry to the airship, Say returning to human form in a shower of sparks. Annalise and Whitlock meet you on the ramp. Kenna, what's going on? Are you all right? We heard shouting. What's happening out there? I'll explain later, but we need to leave right now. Whitlock nods and the others follow him inside. Over the roar of the engines, you hear a voice call out to you from the street. Foolish girl, you should have taken my offer. Now your 5 kingdoms will crumble. We've held you off for this long, and we will defeat you. I would rather die than let you feed on my people. And your friend Dominic? Will you let him die too? What do you know about Dom? I know where he is, and I know how to free him. Do you? You feel as if a cold vice has suddenly clamped around your chest, your breath crushed out of you. Dom, I need to find him. I don't really trust her to tell us anything accurate, so I'm gonna say I don't need your help. Like, normally I'm not too good to take help from my enemies, but I honestly feel like anything she tells us would only hurt us. But I don't need your help. try and manipulate me all you want. It's not going to work. I'm going to find Dong, and he's going to help me take you down. You're deluding yourself, child. You turn your back on Azura, walking up the ramp and into the airship. You think you have seen war, little girl? You think you know suffering? You know nothing. By the time I am done, you will beg to serve me. We'll see about that. The airship door closes behind you and the ship glides into the sky. Beneath the humming of the engines, the bridge is eerily quiet. Annalise hesitantly reaches out to touch your arm. Kenna? Where's Leon? He's dead, Annalise. What? How? Remember how Azura can bring stuff to life? Well, it turns out she can take life too. That creature consumed his life force and used it to make herself more powerful. While the others recount what happened at the tournament, you sink into a nearby chair and stare out the window. Sometime later, Annalise wraps you in a tight embrace, shaking with quiet sobs. Kenna, I'm so sorry. If there's anything you need, please tell me. Wordlessly, you nod. Annalise squeezes you one more time, then lets go. You hear a soft creaking and something bumps against your shin. You look down and find a pair of lively golden eyes staring back at you. Oh, it's the Mecha Wolf Pup. Oh, hi there. Oh, it talks. Hi, I'm so happy you came back, Blue Lady. I missed you. You can talk. Yes, Metal Man gave me this foot and this ear and a voice. Whitlock is very smart. Did he also give you a name? No, he didn't. Whitlock said you should name me. I hope it's a name that will strike fear into the hearts of our enemies. In that case, your name will be... I mean... part of me feels like we have to name it Leon. And another part of me feels like maybe we should name it Leon. I don't want to replace Leon, but... God, but Leon just died, and it'd be almost kind of like a memorial. But I don't think you should name Mecha Pup after your dead surrogate father. I'm gonna stress over this. What should we name the dog? It said Sparky, and I don't like that at all. Sparky is not a name that strikes fear into enemies. Ooh, how many letters do we have? We'll name him Leonidas. So it's a tribute to Leon. But at the same time, no one will mix up which Leon we're talking about if we start talking about Leon. Leon and Leonidas. It's like the Sparta from 300 and Gerard Butler. Boom. Yes. Compromise achieved. Leonidas. Do you like it? I do. Leonidas spins in a circle, barking happily. He stops abruptly, getting into a ferocious pose. I don't know what it means, but I'm sure the name Leonidas will make our enemies tremble. Want to see the stick I found and the ball Whitlock made for me? Sometimes he throws the ball and I chase it. Perhaps you could throw the ball. That sounds like just what I need right now. Lead the way, Leonidas. Leonidas scampers out of the room. You follow after him, the weight on your heart feeling just a little lighter. Later that night, everyone gathers on the bridge to say their goodbyes to Leon. Annalise fills everyone's goblets from a gilded bottle. A birthday gift from one of my barons. I was hoping to save it for a happier occasion. I'm sure Leon would appreciate this gesture, Annalise. Thank you. Hells, I can't believe the old man's gone. I gave him a hard time, but he always had my back anyway. Honorable, that's what he was. And kind, though he'd deny it. He was harsh sometimes, but I think that's just because he wanted to protect us. Leon was a good man. One of the best. Leon was like family. I wasn't close to Leon as a child. He was always so busy attending my mother. But as we grew to know each other over this past year, we also came to care for each other. Even when we didn't agree, I could always count on him. With everything that's coming, I wish he was here to guide me. Raiden looks down into his goblet for a long time before speaking. Leon was an honest man. One meets too few of those in my profession. He would say what needed to be said when others were too afraid to speak. Leon juxtaposed strength with wisdom, hardness with compassion, and he was brave. I wish I was as brave as Leon. He was braver than most and a skilled warrior. I am glad that we fought on the same side, for I would not have wanted to face him in battle. Clover steps forward, her hands clutching nervously at the front of her skirts. Leon seemed like a very good man, and he fought well. I wish I'd gotten to know him better. Is that correct? I don't know your funeral customs, but... You give Clover's shoulder a squeeze. That was perfect, Clover. Thank you. Leonidas stands up on his hind legs, bracing his front paws against your legs. I am sorry that Large Man is dead. Did Mountain Cat surprise him too? They are very fast, and I could not get away. No, Leonidas, it was the Empress. She consumed his life force. Tall Lady ate Large Man? I hate Tall Lady. I knew she smelled suspicious. The next time we see her, I will bite her. Laughing despite yourself, you stoop down to scratch Leonidas's head. That I would like to see. Thank you, everyone. You raise your goblet, and the others do the same. A toast to Leon. Val drains her goblet and then turns, stomping out of the room without a word. Poor Val. She did serve in the mercenary crew with Leon for 2 years. She knew him longer than many of us. That, and she was nearly the one who entered the tournament. If Leon hadn't insisted, it could have been Val that died. I hope she doesn't feel guilty over that. Guilty? Vengeful, maybe, but I haven't got time to feel guilty. You turn to see Val lugging a large wooden barrel through the doorway. She sets it down in the middle of the floor with a loud thump. What's that? This is how we're going to send Leon off right, with a barrel of Skullcracker ale. Skullcracker? Oh my. Oh yes. I was gonna split this with him on the way home. Man was getting so uppity, I thought it'd do him some good to reminisce about the old times. The two of you were going to split that whole barrel? Leon could drink with the best of them. Else he once drank Severin under the table, then fought off a squad of Navraki with nothing but a chair leg. A whole squad? I'd like to hear about this. Stay for a drink and you just might. How about it, Kenna? Leon wasn't one for moping. I think he'd like it if we knocked back some cheap ale and remembered the good times. Gosh dang it. Fine. I think Leon would like us to remember him this way. Damn right. Val starts filling mugs from the barrel and passing them around. Ha! Lowlander ale is like rainwater. My people's ember wine would knock you out of your dainty shoes. Please, one sip of Three Hells Fire, and you'd be dancing on the tables like a country maiden at Beltane. A contest, then. A contest. Oh God, is it wrong that I'm shipping Annalise and Say now? Ha! Annalise is about to get thrashed. If you truly believe that, you obviously haven't attended enough Aurelian parties. If we're betting, my money's on... Oh man. I gotta go with Annalise. I do. I gotta. I'm loyal. Annalise is no lightweight. Say should know better than to challenge the ruler of Aurelia. You're on. Val taps her mug against yours. Everyone watches, cheering Say and Annalise on as the two women drain mug after mug of ale. My goodness, are all parties like this in the Five Kingdoms? Only the good ones. This ale intake rate can't be sustainable. The human stomach can only hold so much. Say, your face is so serious right now. You are a cutie serious face. You speak nonsense. I am no cutie serious face. So, what was this about Leon out drinking Severin? Val takes a long pull on her mug, remembering. You step inside Leon's guard tent to find him and Severin glaring at each other over large mugs of ale. There you are, boss. You want to tell me why I got called off guard duty? 'Cause I said so, and I'm the leader here. I'm the leader. Navraki soldiers have been spotted in the area. Severin plans to give up our cargo to him. I asked him to share a drink and discuss the decision. Severin? Are you really breaking our contract, or you're not going to get outdrunk by some soldier, are you? I feel like Val would care more about the outdrinking, so... Of course I'm not. I am huge. I am a mercenary. Severin trails off, swaying in his seat. A moment later, his forehead hits the table. You step forward to help, but you hear shouts coming from outside. Navraki soldiers, we're under attack. Right, now that the dumb brute's out of the way, let's go show those Navraki dogs what's what. Leon fumbles with his sword hilt, which has become tangled in his belt straps. You need some help with that? No, I do not. Leon raises an armored foot and smashes it down on his chair. Picking up one of the chair legs, he weaves his way out of the tent. This I've got to see. Outside, you watch as Leon slams the wooden chair leg against a soldier's helmet, knocking him down. Ah! Mercenary scum! King Luther will wipe you from the face of... Ugh. You're calling me scum. You and your blasted Blood King are the scum. Teach you to meddle in my business, lousy. Leon kicks another Navraki soldier in the chest. He turns, looking for his next opponent, and notices you watching him. What? Got a problem with me going against your boss? No. Good. Then do something useful and go help Jackson. West side of the caravan. On it. You start heading in Jackson's direction, casually swinging your flail in a circle. I think I'm starting to like that guy. Did that really happen? Swear on my life, one of my fondest memories from the mercenary crew. But didn't you get in trouble with Severin? After the fight, we hid all the dead Naraki lackeys in the bushes. By the time Severin woke up, it was like nothing ever happened. I can't believe that worked. Behind you, Annalise suddenly breaks into song. There once was a maid from Fidoria fair with rosy red lips and a rose in her hair. We met in the garden one warm summer day, and she's stolen my heart all away, away, away. Annalise giggles into her mug, leaning on the ale barrel for support. She's done for. I wouldn't be so sure. Let's see. How'd the next verse go? Oh, and there was a dance, something like... Annalise raises her arms, stumbling through a few awkward dance steps. Ha! That is not the dance. Observe. Say raises both hands above her head, skipping across the bridge in a quick jig, spinning faster and faster. The maiden so fair with the rose in her hair, she's traveled away, I know not where. Say trips over her own feet, crashing to the floor. Ugh. She starts to get up, sways, then sits down again. Say, are you all right? I am fine. Well played, adversary. Annalise grins wickedly, raising her drink in a toast. I don't believe it. Believe it or not, you lose. Pay up. Val begrudgingly drops a coin into your hand. Annalise wobbles over and wraps you in a clumsy hug. Kenna, you're such a sweetie to believe in me. You're the queen, sweetie. That's me, Queen Sweetie. So sweet, I'm gonna make you a hat. It's gonna have peacock feathers and mother of pearl and orchids and... Annalise trails off, her eyes fluttering shut as she slumps in your arms. Here's hoping you don't remember that idea in the morning. Laughter and stories fill the bridge long into the night. By the time you stumble back to your small sleeping compartment, sleep comes to you as easily as closing your eyes. The next morning you walk onto the bridge to find Whitlock alone at the controls. Where is everyone? Still sleeping. Considering how late the festivities ran, I'm not expecting to see anyone for another few hours yet. Good. Everyone should get plenty of rest while they can. As soon as we get back to the Five Kingdoms, the real work begins. The Iron Empire is undoubtedly preparing an invasion as we speak. If we're going to stop them, we're going to have to do the impossible. We're going to have to make an alliance with the man who killed my mother. I still don't understand that. And here's where I'm going to complain a little bit. Okay, so for one, that keeps being this thing of, and I understand wanting to have the moral complexity of, do we ally with Luther or not after all that he's done? But in order for that to make sense, there really needs to be something that he can bring to the table or offer. And we decisively crushed his military forces in the previous games, books, whatever you want to call them. So it's not like he can be like, yes, when you ally with me, I will bring 50,000 soldiers under your command, or whatever, because he doesn't have those. We've killed them all. So he needs to have something that he brings that... I think it would have worked better if they'd played up that he knew some kind of weakness that the Empress has, or you know, I don't know, some reason to ally him that's beyond just because the plot says you must. And now I'm going to complain about the Empress, because as much as I like that she was scary and terrifying, and that was really good, you know, I'm freaked out. I do have to note that the nice moral dilemma we were setting up, where we had to decide what was more important, independence or prosperity, and what was better for our people, um, kind of loses a lot of the cool moral dilemma when it turns out the person doling out the prosperity is like a psychic magic vampire who has to kill one or more people a day in order to continue doing what she's doing. Like, I feel like that removes a lot of the moral complexity of the situation. And I'm not complaining, because she does need to be, in order for the plot to work, she does need to be a big honking deal. And even in a magical sense, because otherwise the player, could ask, well, while I'm here, why don't I have Sei turn into a dragon and eat her and have myself declared the new empress, And so, I get it. I understand why she needs to be powerful. I think it makes for a good antagonist. I'm just sad that we no longer have this cool dilemma of prosperity versus independence, when really it's now, instead of prosperity versus independence, it's like, we could be owned by someone who literally eats people, or we could not. It's like, that's a pretty easy choice to make. So, chapter progress. You fought your way out of the Iron Empire. Be warned, Azura's forces will be close on your heels. You wreaked havoc with Leon's ram's head mace, even scoring a hit on Azura herself. Leon would be proud. You convinced Clover to leave the Iron Empire behind. Her eager enthusiasm is sure to brighten the days to come. You stayed up late to celebrate Leon's times and life and remember the good times. He will never be forgotten. And we named the dog after him. So, we did pretty good. Yay for us. So that was chapter 3. I need to take a break before I do any more, because I don't want to overdo it on my first day back. So I did chapter 2 and chapter 3, and now I'm going to go take a break, and then I'll come back and do 4. So, it's really good to be back. I missed you guys. I missed, this game. I was, I'd occasionally just stop and be like, I wonder what happens to Kenna, so it's good to be back. I hope you guys are doing all right. I will see you in the next Let's Play. Bye-bye.